Hello and welcome to this session. We are really excited to have you here. So, one topic, monitoring key risk indicators. We have some questions we are going to handle. What is the purpose of benchmarking control performance? What does reassessing risk appetite involve? What is residual risk in the context of information security? How does monitoring key risk indicators support risk management in an organization? What are some potential consequences of unacceptable risk for an organization? What does unacceptable risk represent for an organization? Let's start diving more deeper. What do we mean by key risk indicator? Key risk indicators are metrics used to measure the level of risk exposure and the likelihood of occurrence of potential adverse event that can affect an organization objective, that can affect an organization performance. Key risk indicators are used to monitor changes in the risk environment. They provide early warning signal for potential issues. They communicate the risk status and trend to stakeholders. They support also risk-based decision making. The primary reason to monitor key risk indicators related to information security is to alert on acceptable risk, which is the level of risk that exceeds the organization risk appetite, that the level of it that exceeds the risk tolerance, the threshold, and poses a significant threat to its asset, the significant threat to its operation, reputation, even compliance. So, unacceptable risk can result from internal or external factors such as cyber attacks, such as data breaches, system failure, even human error, fraud, natural disaster, or regulatory changes, and can have severe consequences for an organization, including financial losses, legal liability, operational disruption, even customer dissatisfaction, or reputational damage. By monitoring key risk indicators related to information security, an organization can identify and assess the sources, causes, and impact of unacceptable risk and take timely and appropriate action to mitigate, to transfer, to avoid, even to accept the risk. Monitoring key risk indicator can also help an organization evaluate the effectiveness and efficiency of its existing information security control policies, procedure, and identify and implement any necessary improvement or enhancement. To go deeper, we should say that monitoring key risk indicator can help an organization align its information security, its strategy and objective with its business strategy and objective. In this way, ensure compliance with relevant laws, relevant regulations, standards, and best practices. We might say that one of the purposes of monitoring key risk indicator can also be identifying residual risk, reassessing risk appetite, and benchmarking control performance, although these are not the primary reason for monitoring key risk indicator. Residual risk, what do we mean by that? We try to mention residual risk, but what do we mean by that? Residual risk is the level of risk that remains after applying risk treatment option and should be within an organization risk appetite, organization risk tolerance, and threshold. Reassessing risk appetite involves reviewing or adjusting the amount or type of risk an organization is willing to take in pursuit of its objective, and should be done periodically or when there are significant change in the internal or external environment. In other words, the concept we try to mention is benchmarking. Benchmarking control performance involves comparing an organization information security control with those of other organizations or industry standard, and should be done to identify, to adopt best practices or demonstrate compliance. To assess yourself, this is the last question. What is the primary purpose of monitoring key risk indicators related to information security? Thank you so much for your time, for your attention. Looking forward to getting you next. Thank you so much.